Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. We're still at E3. My name's Nathan. I'm here with Dave.
We're hanging on, Nath.
We are.
We're hanging on.
That intro was almost back. I almost reversed into this video. But what we want to talk to you about right now is Far Cry 5. Me and Dave have both been playing on PlayStation 4. And the fact that it has, I mean, we're going to expand from this.
Yes.
But it has a dog, and it's the best dog.
I mean,
it's called Boomer.
If you want to have a good game, you got to have a good dog.
Do you know you can pet the dog?
I didn't know that. I genuinely didn't know that.
I was playing it, and the lady from Ubisoft was behind me. She's a writer on the game. She said, "Did you know you can pet the dog?" And I did pet the dog. And then randomly,
it was good.
I was in the town of. We're in Hope County. I was like rescuing a town, and there was another dog there. And I thought I might be able to pet that dog too, but you can't. So your dog is the best dog.
Right, okay. So we really need to explain what we're talking about.
Yes, we do.
And it's basically that in Far Cry 5, you can play the whole campaign co-op.
Yeah.
And if you don't have friends like Nathan and I, although we played together, we played it single player, and you can have an AI companion, and you can choose one or three, or you could today anyway in the demo that
I guess there might be other options later.
I played with a lady who was a sniper.
Yep.
There was a man who has a plane, like a crop dusting plane.
His name is Rye, something Rye.
Yeah.
The plane is, his company is called Rye and Sons.
And he's outfitted that plane with guns and rockets and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Or you can play with a dog, which you did.
Yeah,
Boomer the dog.
And I mean, talking through the little demo that I think a lot of people have been playing at E3, it's the one they've made for E3, you start off and you're kind of rescuing the town from the, what do they call them in the game? They have like a special, Peggies is what they call.
That's right.
And yeah, it's a kind of like a fundamentalist cult, and it's taken over the town. And you, as with other Far Cry games, I mean, it felt quite familiar in this way. You know, I was tagging people, I was sniping them.
Yeah.
But with Boomer, I was also able to just press left and, like, you know, he would run to attack them.
Right.
So I sniped. So I got my binoculars out, told him to attack one guy, turned to the other end of the street, shot a guy in the back of the head. I was thinking, you know, I'm back. And this is a good dog.
It's one of those classic Far Cry gameplay loops or scenarios. You know, like the Far Cry 3, I always think of as being like the originator, and it's gone into so many other games.
Yeah,
like, we set up with this little town. It's basically like an outpost for, if you were thinking in Far Cry 3 terms.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that because you had the dog, you went about it a different way. I had the sniper lady. There was a water tower, so I put her on the water tower, and she scoped. I scoped the place out,
right.
But she didn't fire until I was ready to do it. I tried to sneak in.
Yeah.
Around the side there was a bus. I found a flak jacket. And I took out a couple of guys with a baseball bat, and then it went wrong.
Right,
and then she was just like, "I'm going to help you out," and sniping everywhere.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I guess it just gives you these little scenarios, and you can tackle them how you want. And it's really interesting that even that changes again by determining by which AI companion you have.
Yes.
Like, obviously, Boomer's not so good at sitting on a water tower and just barking at people.
Or talking, yeah. So, I guess one of the things to kind of mention about, I was quite impressed by the kind of the setting and the location.
Yeah.
There's been loads of chat about the fact it's very different, setting it in America. Yeah. And it's got like this really kind of deep south kind of, it reminds me, I watched loads of Justified, because I basically would like to be Timothy Oliphant. And that's in Kentucky, and it's got that sense of, out in the middle of nowhere, lawlessness. But I wanted two things I particularly liked, which was the bar is called the Spread Eagle, which just in terms of
smart.
Well, but just in terms of setting the tone of the place, and also if I turned around on the water cooler, which I had been sniping from myself at the beginning of the level, it said that there was a testicle fair.
A what?
A testicle fair, and it seemed like it was like a party, but it was like the town was looking forward to its like 20th annual testicle fair.
Well, you would.
Yeah, why would? Of course, yeah, exactly. We didn't, because of our choices, we didn't play with Aeroplane Man, Ryan's Sons. But that was the extended part of this demo. Yeah. We played one at the PlayStation Showcase. So this one went on a bit longer. There was another mission. And he basically wanted you to drop bombs on some of the cult's outposts.
Yes, they were big silos full of chemicals, weren't they?
So you would, he had like one of those, what they call it, Cessna? Like,
I don't think so. No, it's like, wasn't it a water? It was on water. It was a. No, Cessna's just a small light aircraft.
Yeah, but it's one of those, like semi-aquatic.
A water plane.
Yeah, and so we took off from the water, and it's very maneuverable. There was a bit of dogfighting. as well, not with a dog, with planes.
No, that's funny because you had Boomer in the back, I guess. He was in the back.
I loved that. I got in a pickup truck and I really wanted him to jump in, but he's just where you are next.
Yeah.
He's great though. Playing with a dog is great. And so yeah, it was a nice variety. I mean, I've been in the sky in Far Cry before, but never in a plane like this which can drop bombs.
No, this was my favourite.
I could switch to a kind of a underneath the fuselage view.
It was a bombing like scope, wasn't there? So and that felt really, really fun actually. And one of the things you had to do in the plane was take out a convoy, as you say. Then there was a dogfight, and it's really nimble. You're zipping around.
Not necessarily very realistic, but just fun to fly around and shoot.
Yeah,
stuff.
I think that's the choice they've made. Is let's not make a realistic flight sim.
Yeah.
Let's just let people have fun.
Landing takes 50 goes.
Having said that, I did crash into a tree.
I saw that.
So even with slightly easy flying,
I know.
I still failed.
Well, I'm glad you're not flying me home.
Yeah.
So that's a little look at Far Cry 5. Little flavour. We enjoyed what we played. We really enjoyed Boomer. Pet the dog. He's a good dog. Hope you enjoyed this video. We've got loads more coming up from E3, so do stay with us and just comment to let us know what you think below the line and give us a like if you like us.